This story takes place 4 years ago, early 2014. I was 12 years old and it started the Saturday before Mother's Day when I was taking a shower at about 7 a.m. when my whole family was sleeping. I was showering when I heard knocks at the bathroom door and I asked if anyone was there and there was no answer. Then every soap and shampoo, about 8, all fell off the shelf. Without grabbing a towel I ran naked through the house covering my junk and banged on my parents' door. After explaining the story to them, they looked at me in disbelief and told me, "No more scary movies." Later throughout the day we heard strange noises but nothing too insane. I went to sleep that night a little freaked but finally fell asleep. Mother's Day. The next day was Mother's Day and my family, dad, mom, and sister, went to church as my dad was religious. We came home after church to see about 15 cop cars, forensics van, and dectective van all down our street, and our first thoughts were that someone broke in. After an hour or two of a cop blocking our driveway and my dad listening for anything on a polive scanner app, we were able to leave for lunch. We had noticed a body bag coming out of the house next door and everyone in hazmat suits, so we talked about it all day thinking about the possibilities. We ate at a restaurant called Mimi's Cafe and enjoyed Mother's Day. Later that night we arrived at home and we were still talking about it. We sat downstairs in the dining room as my dad made popcorn, both our cats sitting right there. We heard a loud stomping sound all throughout our upstairs, across the loft, in and out of bedrooms, and then to my parents' room. We thought somehow my dad was messing with us, but he had looked terrified. He yelled to stay there as he looked upstairs for anyone and found no one except our washer and dryer were moved away from the wall. He said to go to his room and then he read Bible verses. It was a scary night, but after that there were no more sounds or anything. About 2 weeks later my grandpa was visiting and we told him about it and he was very interested. Our neighbor's mother was outside and my grandpa went out and asked what had happened. To everyone's surprise, our neighbor had shot himself in the head the Friday before all this happened. This content was provided by angelotricarico.com. Subscribe to